So now that almost everything is dry, we can start going back over details with our micron pens. I also have my Sharpie pens that I'm going to be using. These are the extra fine point black and white, and they're water based. And I have a 1 and a 3. Excuse me. A 1 and a 3 that I'm going to use. Now this part, be careful going over your lines. It's so irritating when you mess up on going back over lines. So take your time, don't rush through it, because you'll make mistakes going back over lines. If you're happy with it as is, then leave it. That's cool. I have, let's see, this part is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to go back over the sun and the moon with the stencil just to darken up their lines. I'm going to try to darken up all the lines. So I just have to figure out which one I used on here. I think it was this one. Try to stay in the lines. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my, let's see. Gosh, that one looks thicker. Weird. I would use your number 1 probably. If you want a thicker line, you can go with the number 3. But anyway, okay, I'm going to try to go back over this line without messing it up. And I'm really glad I have my stencil here for these circles, or I probably would leave them. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to wipe out that to make sure I don't smear it onto the page. Alright, so I'm going to do the moon. Try to line that up. And I'm going to trace that too. See, I got that one off a little bit, that's okay. Alright, so put that away. And I don't think that I'm going to, well, let's see. I think I'll do a little bit to the face, and I'll show you that. The rest I'm going to just go over making more detail, or you know, going back over all the little lines and stuff just to darken them up. The chalk in the paint does cover up some of the lines and makes it look a little flat, and so I'm going to do that. So on the eyeballs here, I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I gotta turn that. And carefully go over your lines. Okay. I think I'm going to make her eyebrows a little heavier. Trying to decide. I like the eyelashes on these. I'm thinking maybe since she's so tiny, maybe I'll put little dots under her eyes. Yeah, gosh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, let's test it on my little tester. Let's see. Do we like the dots under the eyes? Or the dots on the eyelashes? And I don't know. I think I'll go with the dots under the eyes. It's safer. You can choose what you like. Okay, I think that's kind of cute. Alright, so probably shouldn't mess too much with their nose. Make it a little darker there. Alright, I'm going to go around her face. And be careful in here. Whoops. I don't know if you could even see that. Okay. And be careful. Just be careful going around her face. Okay. So hopefully when I go back in the video you are able to see what I just did. Let's see. In the sun and the moon, I am going to darken up their features a little bit. I'm just lightly doing this. Make his eyebrows a little heavier. Okay, maybe make that darker. Okay, and then the moon, I'm going to darken up his eyes, or eyelids, I guess. Oh, and then his eyebrows. Alright. For the hair, I'm going to go ahead and do some of the hair for you so you can see that. I'm going to take my Sharpie, oh, you can't see them, zoom out. My Sharpie paint pen, and I'm going to do some larger lines in here so she doesn't look like she just has gray hair. And I'm going to go on this inside one here. Trace that. And zoom back in a little bit. Okay, I'll go on this one. I'll add a new line here. Maybe add one here. Just be careful when you're using these Sharpie pens. If you push too hard, it can splatter paint, especially on the textured watercolor paper. Alright. And I'm going to go on the top. Okay, and then I'm going to add my other line. And another one here. And I'm going to add some in the top. I am just kind of going with the flow of the hair. Okay, so then I'm going to take my micron pen and add some smaller lines. just kind of in between and to fill in. I'm going to redraw these ones here, make them darker. And put one here. I'll redraw this one. Maybe add one in here. Add one here. You can still see that? Yeah, okay. I'm going to trace these ones. Oh, see, I messed up. There it is. That's okay. If you get in a hurry, your lines are not going to be straight. Okay. Okay, no. Let's see. I think I got all the hair lines. Oh, I've got one more. This one's hard to see. Okay. I think I got that one. Okay, so before I fill in the rest of the lines, which I'm going to fast forward through, I'm going to put the details on the houses. So I'm going to take my Sharpie again and I'm going to make thicker roofs. So I'm just going to go over the top of that. Okay. And same on the other side. Okay, so then next I'm going to add my polka dots. On the gray and the white houses I'm going to put black polka dots, and on the black house I'm going to put white polka dots. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to finish doing the outline for everything, and then we'll see how far we got, if we're close to done or we're done. Alright. Okay, done tracing. I'm thinking that I might add a little chimney to the houses. I think that might make them cute. And then really I think it's pretty done. So I'll do that real quick. Just add a little. I'll add one to this. Okay, my camera keeps shutting off, so I need to hurry. So I'm gonna add a little steam, or I guess it'd be a smoke, to that one, and whoops, I forgot one here. And this one. You could add it to all of them, but it doesn't need it. Okay, so I think that's good. That was fun. You could add some stuff to the dress. Oof. Oh gosh, I don't know. Alright, maybe I will add something to the bottom of her dress. Let's see. Okay, sorry, my camera keeps turning off. I went ahead and just made 2 lines at the bottom of the dress just to give it a little something. Okay, so for the wings, I've taken and put some gesso on my plate. I'm using a number 4 round brush. And I'm not going to draw anything on there. We're just going to make really small wings, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to start about here. I'm going to drag it back right up to her shoulder. I'm going to do another one. Drag it back. That one, and then one more. Okay, and then I'll just make a few more leaves. And you can push it off with your finger. I'll probably go back over that just to fix it. Make a couple more. They're not really showing. This is so small. And kind of pull them up to the edge there. Okay. So then the other side, I'm going to turn this so I can do this right. They're probably not going to be the same, but that's okay. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, and then I'm just going to add the rest of my feathers. And this isn't making a huge difference, it just gives it a little bit more texture. Okay, I'm going to flatten that out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I will fix the shoulders a little bit and add a little bit of shading, and then she'll be done.